for the Sharjah Stadium as Ben Dunk sits back in the crease, reads a slower delivery, and launches this over mid-wicket again. That is a poor over.
फास्ट बॉलर तो हीरा होता है यार, बैट्समैन तो कोयला होता है उसके सामने. क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
अगर बाउंड्री लग जाए तो बॉयज मजा आ जाएगा.
Oh, I think that's a six. That's a huge six.
यार बॉयज थोड़ी फट रही है.
Karachi is behind their son. The Prince of Karachi has returned, and he is victorious tonight at the National Stadium. He will lead the Purple Force, the Gladiators, into the Coliseum of Fire.
Bowled in, superb change of pace.
Well, welcome back to the World Cup 2019. We are live from Dubai, even though the game is happening in Taunton. Surprisingly enough, it's not raining in either city. We're just late because Khwaja's been held up in a couple things. Today we are live with Pakistan versus Australia. It is a rivalry of the ages. It goes back all the way down to the 92 World Cup and even earlier before that. But in recent times, the 99 World Cup final sticks out when Australia walked all over Pakistan. But Pakistan were the team to break that undefeated World Cup streak for Australia in 2011 when they defeated them in that incredible group game when Umar Akmal shined. But Pakistan cricket has come a long way since then, a completely new outfit. And same goes for Australia. Smith and Warner are back in the side, but Aaron Finch still holds the gauntlet of captaincy. With me today is our gracious host. Thank you for hosting us again in your beautiful home. Agha, how are you feeling about today's game?
Hello, welcome Musad, and it's an honor hosting you guys. I'm feeling good, or the match seems very slow at the moment. 2.2 overs or no runs.
And no wickets.
No wickets. Shaheen Afridi has been, I would say, अपनी लह में नहीं नजर आ रही मुझे शाहीन अफरीदी.
But on the silver lining, Mohammad Amir has been on the point. His first over was a maiden, really, troubled the batsman outside the off stump. Aaron Finch was the batsman of the first over. It's 9 for no loss after 2.2. Shaheen gave away a few runs on the leg side and with a short ball in his first over. So that's seen Warner into his innings. He's 5 off 3. Finch is 3 off 11. Amr's around the 80 to 85 miles per hour mark, which isn't expressed by any stretch of the imagination. Pakistan have won the toss and bowl first here in Taunton because it's cold out there and the pitch it looks very green, but we haven't seen too much swing yet. So we'll have to see if this decision pays off. Both teams have dropped their spinners, so Shadab Khan won't be playing today. It's Shaheen Afridi that's coming instead of his, and Amr comes in here. Again, the outside off. Beautiful delivery. Finch just defends that, but he completely misses it. Goes straight to the keeper. 9 for no loss. Again, just 2 runs off of the 4 deliveries of this over from Mohammad Amir. What do you make of the...
जो है हमारे फुल टाइम स्पिनर खेलते थे और 10-10 ओवर पूरे निकालते थे, और अभी मोहम्मद हफीज़ हमारी टीम में है. आई वुडंट से वी आर शॉर्ट ऑन स्पिनर्स. येस, ऑस्ट्रेलिया इज़ शॉर्ट ऑन स्पिनर्स. ग्लेन मैक्सवेल जो है वो स्पिन करवाते हैं, क्योंकि चाहे जैसी मर्जी पिच हो, आई बिलीव के यू शुड ट्राई एटलीस्ट 3 या 4 ओवर जो है आपको स्पिनर को देने चाहिए. उसके बाद ही पिच जो है वो बताएगी कि स्पिनर काम करे या नहीं करेगा.
Yeah, exactly, and I think leaving Shadab Khan out, I mean, we're going to miss the full-time spinner, but वही आपने जो बात की, मलिक और हफीज़ ने 5th बॉलर का काम काफ़ी अच्छा किया था इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ भी. कमेंट आया हुआ है, Captain 3-1, what's up Asad? Not much, man, just here with you watching the game. And the question is, do you think Pakistan made a good choice bowling first? I mean, by the looks of the pitch, it looks like a sensible decision. But, I remember when Pakistan went down to New Zealand for the one-day series, we lost 5-0. उसमें भी काफ़ी सुबह उठते थे तो ऐसा लगता था green pitch है, it'll be quite bowling friendly. But then it turned out to be, flat tracks where batsmen were getting runs quite comfortably. So some of these green pitches can sometimes be deceiving. We'll have to see if Pakistan's choices are going to turn out. If they don't get wickets in the first 15 overs, then I don't think the choice has paid off.
एग्जैक्टली माई पॉइंट, जहाँ पे मैं बोल रहा था कि स्पिनर से ओवर करवाने ही पड़ेंगे आपको. 3-4 जो है ओवर आप करवाएंगे तभी आपको जो ग्राउंड या पिच रियलिटी है वो सामने आएगी. 3 overs, 10 runs. Finch is 4 from 14 and Warner 5 from 4 balls. Finch ने जो है 2 ओवर आप कह सकते हैं मोहम्मद आमिर के फेस किए हैं जिसमें अभी तक वो सिर्फ 4 रन ही बना. That was a great shot played on the leg by Finch. Shaheen Afridi second over, first ball, 6 runs.
Shaheen Afridi again with a short ball. I don't know why he's going for that when he can see his counterpart Mohammad Amir, who's pitching it up outside off, and it's working for him. But he's just choosing a completely different route, and it's just not paying dividends for Pakistan right now. Short ball gone for 6. Aaron Finch is off to he's broken the shackles here with that 6. 10 off 15 now. Another short delivery, this time outside off, driven well from Finch as Mohammad Hassanan will come around. Hassan Ali will come around to field that. It'll be comfortable 2 runs for the Australians. So a brisk start to this over, and when you get a boundary off the first ball of the over, it just sets you up so comfortably for the rest of the 6 deliveries. This gentleman on our screen that's wearing this Mexican hat, he's been to all of the Pakistan games for this World Cup. 18 for no loss after 3.2. Unlike the India game, there's blops of yellow in Taunton today, so the support plenty for both teams. And the Pakistani faithful are out in numbers as they usually are in England. Right, Shaheen's going to come in again, this time on the leg side, on the pads. That's not going to make any use of that green pitch. If there is anything on offer, Mohammad Amir from fine leg will come around with a fairly poor throw, but I think he was just trying to bounce it off those pitches to get a little bit of a reverse swing, I guess, for later in the evening. 20 for no loss after 3.3, and a few of the Kangaroo Jacks from Australia have been flown in. You can see them out in their entirety. Okay, Captain 321 is saying it's Muhammad, by the way. Muhammad from where? There's a few Muhammads that I know, so if you could do me the favor of letting me know who you are. Outside edge from Shaheen Afridi, but there's no fifth slip or even a gully, so it'll go down to Wahab Riaz, the third man. Wahab Riaz took that wonderful catch against England at third man to seal what was an emphatic win for Pakistan. Do you think that they can? It's been a long break for Pakistan क्योंकि श्रीलंका वाला मैच भी रेन हो गया, फिर उसके बाद आज का मैच भी there was like practice sessions भी उनके काफी बारिश हो गई, so there was indoor practice. Do you think this team is the break has been too long? Because again the game after England they could have gone through with the momentum really well.
Yeah, it could play both ways. The team would
pulled away, Warner into the deep, one bounce, or it'll just trickle over the boundary rope at mid-wicket. This has just been a horrendous over from Shaheen Afridi. He's just going short of a length again and again, and I don't know if this is definitely not his game plan. I just think he's not been able to get his length right today. But if you bowl that to David Warner, it doesn't matter what the pitch looks like. He's just going to pull it away every single time. An expensive one from Shaheen Afridi. And I think the Pakistani think tank might be reconsidering his decision. At 1.5 overs, he's bowled 22 runs have come off of it. And just on that note, what we were talking about, Agha, he hasn't gotten any game time since the England series. So maybe that's also this time pitched up, and it's driven away from David Warner from the back foot. It'll go out to the deep, and Shoaib Malik, who doesn't look a day over 18, will field that away. 27 for no loss after 4 overs. It's been a loud start from the Australians. Runs aplenty. So what do you think? I mean, Shaheen not getting any game time. The Pakistanis, been out of the game because of the rain, and the England game was almost more than a week ago. What are your thoughts? Do you think this momentum will hurt Pakistan? The lack thereof.
As I mentioned earlier, I think it could go both ways. Pakistan could get some time to rest. They've had time to rest enough, and they should be back with the punch. But then the other side of the coin is where it breaks the momentum. They had a good match against England after a lot of losses. They had their first win, and now this long break between a game. I think You know, it could play both ways.
Yeah.
जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, you know, both sides of the coin should be.
Yeah, again, it's good rest because it is a fast bowling unit today, and the more rest they get, the better for them. 27 for an all. So you can see it is an extremely cold afternoon in Taunton today. A lady in the crowd forgot her gloves at home, and she's regretting it. Mohammad Amir is coming around again. He's been terrific so far, utilizing that corridor of uncertainty outside off stump really well for the two batsmen, and they really haven't been able to get him away. You can see it from his figures. 2.2 overs bowled, 3 runs coming from him, and Australia is still 27 for no loss. So his counterpart Shaheen Afridi is gone for a plenty. This is the Mohammad Amir of old that we were talking about. Even when he's not getting wickets, he makes sure that the runs aren't coming either. So that's good to see that at least that part of his game has been reinstated. We're hoping that he can go forth with that again, outside off, this time back at the length.
More than that, we can see they're not even trying to hit him. They're not trying to hit him hard.
Yeah.
That is what you say, giving respect to the bowler. Mohammad Amir has a certain reputation, and I can see the Australian batsman giving him respect for that.
Yeah. Also, you have to understand he's going to get maximum 2 spells, one now and towards the end of the innings. And if they can see him off right now, it's successful for them, even if they don't get any runs off of him, because they've got plenty batting in the tank to go after the lesser bowlers that Pakistan have later in the innings. Amir again, this time a beautiful delivery coming into the right-hander, but it'll just be an inside edge onto the thigh pad. No run again, so he's followed up with 4 dot deliveries. Again, the pressure building from Amir, but they won't be able to then extract a wicket here, Pakistan, if Shaheen doesn't follow up with the same.
Shaheen Afridi काफ़ी मैं देख रहा हूँ लूज डिलीवरीज करवा रहे हैं. अगर फील्ड ऑफ की सेट है, बॉल लेग पे करवा रहे हैं, शॉट करवा रहे हैं. ये पाकिस्तानी बैट्समैन नहीं है जिनसे शॉर्ट बॉल नहीं खेली जाती. ये ऑस्ट्रेलियन मंजे हुए खिलाड़ी हैं. शॉर्ट बॉल के ये लोग किंग्स हैं. ये खींच के आपको जो है पुल करते हैं शॉर्ट बॉल.
True. Amir this time outside off, well outside off, left alone from Finch, and just like Agha mentioned, giving respect to the bowler. So it's 5 deliveries gone. He's working towards another maiden. You can see Pakistan beating the edges on our screen right now, but most of the deliveries that you'll see here are from Amir. He's getting a little bit of swing. Is Mohammad Amir extracting it off the pitch and the chilly conditions here in Taunton. 27 for a no loss after 4.5. Finch 15 off 23. Warner 11 off 6. Amir 3 runs just coming off his 2.5 deliveries. Outside off again, beats the edge. He's done that so many times. That's going to be his second maiden out of 3 overs. 3 overs bowled from Mohammad Amir, just 3 runs coming off of them. Australia are just finding it difficult to get him away, but like Agha mentioned, they won't mind this because he's going to have to be taken off by Pakistan once. Gopi Mial Kawal coming in with some comments. Izzy Khwaja, Shaheen is struggling. He definitely is. Let's see. I think Sarfraz will probably give him another over here to see what it turns out to be. He was in Gopi Mial Kawal was in agreement with the fact that he should be playing, but he looks stressed. Yeah, I mean the lack of game time doesn't really help, but hopefully he can cash in tonight, because it is a World Cup opportunity for someone who's still a teenager. So if he comes good here, it could set up for a wonderful career. 27 for no loss after 5 overs.
प्लस इसके बाद और भी काफ़ी मैचेस पड़े हैं. इसके बाद हमारा संडे को मैच इंडिया के साथ है. उसके बाद और मैचेस हैं. Shaheen Afridi, I think whatever his runs are, जैसी मर्जी परफॉर्मेंस हो, he will be learning. He's 18 now, I think 18 or 19 at max, और यहाँ से जो है सिर्फ आगे he will be learning and improving.
Right, take a look at this. Hassan Ali is the first bowling change for Pakistan, and he's unfortunately going to take the place of Shaheen Afridi. So that experiment hasn't worked for Pakistan in the first phase of the game. Hassan's going to come around to bowl to Warner, a short pitch delivery to hit the pads. Again, with a leg side line, so I'm not sure how effective this plan will be from Pakistan. And Hassan is more useful as a second change bowler, usually after the 30th over, or at least after the 25th. But he's brought in early here. And you've seen him do that recently. He's become a more dynamic bowler. Whether he's as effective as he used to be, I'm not too sure with this new ball. But we'll have to see today. A lot of the tweets coming in, so we'll have a... Let's see what the tweets are coming in. They're saying... Markor and Sarun Vader on Twitter is asking, wanted to ask about the drop in pace of Amir's bowling compared to the early days that averaged more than 140. We'll get to that as Hassan comes around this time straight. But if you're bowling into his sticks, I think Warner's just going to be comfortable as he plays it away onto the leg side for no run, 3-dot deliveries. And Agha's Missus has been kind enough to bring some chips and non-alcoholic beverages into the studio. Producer Shafraz is not happy about the non-alcoholic part of that. But a drop in Amir's pace, we spoke to Tasneem, who's our English conditions expert. As we like to say, oh, beautiful delivery from Hassan Ali outside off. And he just squared Warner up completely. Just like I was mentioning, anything outside of off, Warner finds it difficult. But anything in the sticks and on the pads, a bit like Virat Kohli, he just puts those away every single time.
I think this has been a good change from Sarfaraz. Yeah, this is the kind of aggressive approach I need from our captain. सिर्फ स्टंप के पीछे बातें आवाज़ें लगाने से जो है एग्रेशन नहीं नज़र आता.
True.
एग्रेशन नज़र आता है आपकी चेंजअप से, आपकी बॉलिंग चेंजेस में, आपकी फील्ड चेंजेस में, वहाँ से एग्रेशन नज़र आता है. और आप जब बॉलर अपना चेंज कर रहे हो, आप एक एक्स्ट्रा स्लिप लेके आओ ताकि आप बॉलर को कॉन्फिडेंस दो कि मैं आपकी बॉलिंग चेंज इसलिए ली है ताकि आप विकेट प्रोड्यूस करो. तो ये मुझे पिछली सीरीज़ में सरफराज में नज़र नहीं आ रहा था, बट अभी हमने देखा है कि अगर शाहीन अफरीदी के 2 ओवर अच्छे नहीं गए हैं तो उसी टाइम जो है सरफराज ने चेंज किया है. हमारे हसन अली जो है वो आ गया बॉलिंग के लिए. दिस इज़ द एग्रेशन दैट आई वांट फ्रॉम सरफराज. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बड़े टूर्नामेंट का बड़ा प्लेयर है, करेगा कुछ ना कुछ.
Hassan Ali this time a straight delivery. It's driven back from Aaron Finch. It's fielded away from the bowler. Just a single coming off of that over. So 28 for no loss after 6. A good bowling change like Agha mentioned. We'll go back to that remark about the Amir's pace dropping. You know, once you grow older as a bowler, your role can be changed. You can be a more dynamic bowler as well. So bowling, just like batting, is done in partnership. So if Amir can hold up one hand, make sure that the runs aren't coming, I think he's going to be sure to at least create the opportunity for a wicket. His pace definitely has dropped, and I think that's probably a factor of multiple things. I think his age, a bit of change in action, a lack of game time. But you still have to back him because I still think I wasn't sure why he was back in the World Cup squad, but he's proven me wrong for sure. There's enough in his bowling for him to open for us, and he still looks better than Shaheen Afridi. And Hassan Ali is down the leg side from Amir this time, his first extra of the day. That'll be a wide to start the over with. The umpire extends his arms with those gorgeous black gloves because it's a cold morning in Taunton. But do you think there's any specific reasoning, Agha, because of the reason that Amir's pace has dropped so significantly? Because Captain Misbah, who we hold in high regards on change of pace, mentioned that after the West Indies game that Amir got 3 wickets, but he wasn't happy about it. This time on the pads, Amir's is straying a bit this over. This will be the first boundary that he concedes. We were just singing his praises, and I think he's come back to prove us wrong again on the pads. Clipped away, straight to the no man at deep square leg. It'll be a 4.
Short and wide, hammered, and that's one for 4. Wow, what a player this guy is.
Assad, who's listening in from work. I don't know why, because he should be working. It's his first job, so do better, man. And he's coming in and saying, August count for the word aggression is now at 20. You've used the word aggression 20 times, Agha. Inside edge from Warner. Yeah. Inside edge to the man at square leg. That's Muhammad Hafiz, who will field it away. Just a single, 6 runs coming off this over, just 2 deliveries. But yeah,
यार मैं एग्रेशन वाली बात जो है मैं वापस जो है हाँ एग्रेसिवली वापस नहीं, मैं इसका वो और एलैबोरेट करूँगा और एग्रेशन के साथ करूँगा. बट उससे पहले मैं आमिर पेस ड्रॉपिंग आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड हियर कि यस आमिर पेस हैज़ ड्रॉप, बट पिछली कुछ सीरीज़ से यानी जो ऑस्ट्रेलियन सीरीज़ थी या हमारी उससे पहले इंग्लैंड सीरीज़ थी, बल्कि उसके बाद थी इंग्लैंड सीरीज़। मुझे लगा कि आमिर की परफॉर्मेंस जो है एज अ होल बेहतर हो रही है, चाहे पेस उसकी ड्रॉप हो रही है। एंड पेस ही फास्ट बॉलर जो है, ठीक है पेस एक बहुत बड़ा उसका वेपन है, बट इट्स नॉट ऑल अबाउट पेस। सेंसिबल बॉलिंग, आपकी लाइन लेंथ बहुत मैटर करती है। अगर आप उस चैनल को आप अपनी जो लाइन है, उस जो आप बैट्समैन को रीड करते हो, और आई थिंक आमिर हैज़ बीन वेरी सेंसिबल, वेरी मैच्योर, ही इज़ ग्रोइंग एज अ प्लेयर। तो मुझे इतना अफेक्ट नहीं करती ये बात कि उसकी पेस रिड्यूस हो रही है। ये एक बहुत ही छोटी सी कंसर्न है, बट जो बड़ी बात है वो ये है कि पिछले मैच हुआ है वेस्ट इंडीज़ के खिलाफ, वहाँ पे आमिर ने विकेट्स लिए, जैसे मर्जी विकेट्स आए, विकेट्स आ रही हैं।
Yeah, just take a look at that. Take a look at that. Before the World Cup, his average strike rate was 121, and as soon as the big tournament started, his strike rate's gone to 21. So he's got that knack of arriving at the big tournament. I just hope he would do more in the bilateral series as well, because it makes his selection harder to make for the Pakistani think tank, but it's still a warranted one. He's been our top wicket taker at the World Cup so far. As he comes in to David Warner, gets an inside edge, goes down to fine leg. Shaheen Afridi will field that. I hope they can instill some confidence again in Shaheen, bring him back for a few overs. Hopefully he gets a wicket or two today as well. But yeah, look at that, 5 wickets in his 14 innings before the World Cup, and 5 in the 3 right after right during the World Cup. So he really is a big match player, and I know the 3 of those came against a West Indies side that was almost certain to chase that 106 target. We have to talk about that too, unfortunately, because I feel like that net run rate is going to come back to haunt us, as it looks like on screen there's a bit of a drizzle in Taunton.
Yeah, I hope not. लग ऐसा ही रहा है, but I hope not.
Yeah.
And बट या हाँ, मोहम्मद आमिर बिल्कुल जो है उनकी परफॉर्मेंस वर्ल्ड कप के अंदर बहुत बेहतर हुई है। और कमिंग बैक टू माय एग्रेशन, जो मेरी वर्ड काउंट जो है असद ने रखी हुई है, यार दिस इज ऑल व्हाट वी नीड,
जस्ट एग्रेशन।
हाँ यार, आपके पास टैलेंट है, आपके पास बॉलिंग में मोहम्मद आमिर है, शाहीन अफरीदी है, हसन अली है, बैटिंग में ऊपर आपके पास फ़खर जमान है, आपके पास इमाम उल हक है, आपके पास बाबर आजम है। यू हैव वर्ल्ड क्लास प्लेयर्स, दे हैव गॉट द टैलेंट। आपके पास एक वर्ल्ड क्लास कैप्टन भी है।
Yeah, he's known to win things, right? He's won the Under-19 World Cup. He's won tournaments with Karachi.
T20 में आपकी वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 है टीम।
Yeah.
आप चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी इस लड़के ने आपको जिताई है। और the one thing that is missing from this team is aggression. और इसीलिए मैं जो है बार-बार इस को अंदर फिट कर रहा हूँ अपनी कमेंट्री के।
I think 25-26 times हो गया।
अगर पीसीबी या पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम से कोई हमें सुन रहा है, आई होप लड़के जो है गेम ही खेल रहे हो, किसी ने कान में कोई ईयरपीस ना लगाया हो, हमें सुन ना रहा हो फिलहाल, बट अगर कोई सुन रहा है पीसीबी से तो प्लीज एग्रेसिव होने का हमारी टीम।
असद का कमेंट आया आपके आगे, we'll read it after this. Hassan Ali short of the length, played away by Warner onto the leg side. The man at square leg will collect. It'll just be a single. 38 for no loss after 7.1 overs. Finch is 16 off 28. Warner 19 off 15. Asad Gere, I'll leave work to listen to Agha's expert comments on the game any day. Hashtag Mango Tango. Can you explain this little Mango Tango thing to us?
इसमें 2 चीज़ें हैं मैंगो टैंगो। एक जो है मेरी मोहब्बत डॉक्टर आमिर लियाकत के लिए, शायद वो वाले मैंगोज उनके आम बीच में आ जाते हैं।
अच्छा।
या फिर क्योंकि मैं मैंगो टैंगो बनाने में एक्सपर्ट हूँ, इसीलिए वो मैंगो टैंगो का जिक्र कर रहे हैं। अब ये असद ही बेहतर बता सकते हैं कि किस वजह।
Oh, Hassan Ali gets an inside edge for Aaron Finch, but it crashes onto his pads. Might as well have gone onto the stumps, but another lucky escape for the Australian captain. No run off of that delivery. 7.2 gone, 38 for no loss. And a quick factoid coming in as well, that Australia have won 14 of their last 15 one-day internationals against Pakistan. That includes the last 8 in a row, and most recently a 5-0 series whitewash in the UAE in March earlier this year.
That's true.
That is a pretty daunting statistic for Pakistan fans and the Pakistan team. But we saw against England that really doesn't matter to them. This is a beautiful drive from Aaron Finch. Just bounces over the infield and all the way to the cover boundary for 4. So breaking the shackles here, this partnership building well for the Australians. And if Pakistan fail to get wickets in the first 10, it might just be a long day in the field for the men in green.
Plus, I want to talk about.
What a player. Played it very late.
This time off the pads again from Aaron Finch. It'll go down to the man at fine leg. Mohammad
I
Amir will
want to
field
talk
that.
about the bails not dropping.
Okay, so this is a statistical anomaly, though, isn't it? It's only happened very few times in the past 5 years, and I think the majority of the fact that the reason that it's coming up is because it happened in an India game, and when something happens to India, it just becomes a bigger deal when compared to when it happens to anyone else in the cricketing world.
यार मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा है कि इस टूर्नामेंट के अंदर ही 5 बार
हुआ है.
5 बार हो गया.
Yeah.
यार I think that is a big number.
Beautiful shot again. This time from the left-handed Warner, straight to the man, straight to the cover region. Ricky Ponting will have a sip of tea, but that is a beautiful shot again. Another boundary, plenty of runs, almost 11 coming off of this Hassan Ali over.
अच्छा मुझे मालूम नहीं है रिकी पॉन्टिंग इधर क्या कर रहा है.
Ricky Ponting's a batting consultant for the Australians.
Okay,
And could you think of a better World Cup batsman than Ricky himself?
यार और was he hired for this tournament itself? या
No, I think he was there for the Pakistan series and the India series as well. Sarfraz Ahmed, typically vocal with his bowlers, asking him to keep that outside off stump line, and then I have to agree with him there. They still aren't getting runs in that channel, but anywhere else, the Australians have been emphatic. GXMN48, that is a mouthful of a username, and he's asking, why are the Pakistani bowlers bowling short? Honestly, it's the same question that we have. Shaheen is the one that's been the most short, but I think that his height will play a factor in that too, and it's his first World Cup game. But yeah, pitching it up is definitely working far better than the short.
ऐसा लगता है कि हमसे नहीं खेली जाती तो किसी से भी नहीं खेली जाती होगी.
यार
तो
हमसे
इसीलिए वो टेस्ट करते रहते हैं कि शायद इनसे भी ना खेली जाती हो. फिर जब पिटते हैं उसके बाद अपनी लेंथ चेंज करते हैं.
That is a good point, and but the short balls जिस पे हम आउट हुए थे, they were a lot faster and they were a lot better directed. Khwaja के favorite Azhar Mahmood is speaking to Shadab Khan as Wahab Riaz is a second change bowler. He comes in for Amir. He starts off with a short delivery, which is played off of his toes by Aaron Finch onto the leg side for a single. 48 for no loss after 8.1. So we've gotten a few comments coming in that are just letting us know that the stream is a bit is lagging behind today to what's on TV, more so than it usually is. So after this over, we're gonna just restart and make sure that we are as close as we can be to the action. A full delivery from Wahab Riaz, driven away onto the offside, and it's fielded away for no run. Aggression count is now at 54. And Asad is saying this is why we brought on Wahab, because Agha's been all about the aggression. Corridor of Uncertainty is asking a question on Twitter. Pakistan is one of the worst new ball attacks in the world. You know what? As a Pakistan fan, this is really difficult to hear, but there is some truth to that statement if you look at the numbers in the past year or two. Yeah, in the past year or two, it's been pretty sad numbers for the Pakistani bowling, especially the opening bowling. The spinners have been okay, and the second change bowling has been all right. And in the death, they're a good team. They're a good bowling side. But yeah, they have let go of this knack of picking up early wickets, and that's going to come back to haunt them. It already has 5-0 against Australia, 4-0 against England. So the numbers don't look good for the Pakistani side. A full delivery from Wahab. It's an attempted drive onto the offside, and a chance for a run out, but Warner was well in. Maybe an Indian side would have appealed for obstructing the field there, but the Pakistani fielders are slightly nicer.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually agree to the worst opening bowling side, क्योंकि Shaheen Afridi, Mohammad Amir, even Mohammad Hafiz as an opening bowler. I don't think this is the worst bowling side. Yes, it isn't as great as we used to be, but definitely we are much better than a few other international teams. So worst bowling side, no.
Well, I think he's specifically talking about the opening bowling, and I think that that's another beast altogether. Because, like you said, you're right. It's a well-rounded bowling attack because you have Shadab, who's a prolific leg spinner. You've got Hafiz, and Shoaib sometimes will assist with his leg spin. And Imad Wasim, don't forget, he can roll his arm over a bit too. But the opening, like the first 10 overs, the figures are not that great for Pakistan, well outside off stump. And we have to mention the hospitality at Agha's house has been phenomenal. It's been like the England-Pakistan game, nothing short of commendable. So we'd like to thank him again for that. 49 for no loss after 9 overs.